Hello, everybody. It is Berns. Whoop, 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 whoop. You can't, you can't plan for that. You can't pay for introductions like that. How is everybody doing? Oh my goodness. Hopefully I'm streaming live on the Facebook. I don't even know if I can tell. I tried to load up my old iPad. Linda is here. Okay, thank you so much. I'm like, am I even streaming on Facebook? Is this happening? Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Berns. I am your certified detox specialist, and we are starting our juicy jumpstart today, day one. Good morning, Chata. Good morning, Linda from Sweden. You are so excited. Yes, we are live. We are live. This is amazing. This is amazing. Now, on my current iPad, I'm doing this stream using Switcher, which allows me to do a bunch of different things, including record this in high definition, so that when I go to save it to upload on other platforms, it is really good quality, which is a big thing for me. It's a big deal for me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this with a few of my favorite juicing groups that you guys know I love to do that, so that we can connect with as many people as possible to share this incredible lifestyle and this amazing opportunity to tap into our own divine healing that we have, that lies within us, that resides within us. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to get this shared with juicing and raw food support group. That is one that I love. And Diane is here. Everybody's tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from if you're watching this live. Jimmy is following us from Kenya. Oh my goodness. Kenya. All right. Kenya in the house. Chuck is watching from South Africa. Wow. Taryn is watching from South Africa. Sorry. Chuck is watching from Clute, Texas. Oh my goodness. This is so exciting. Let me just get to finishing these shares. Let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from. Diane is tuning in from Florida. Oh my God, guys. I'm so excited. I'm going to share this as well to Juicing for Health. That's another one of my favorite juicing groups. I'm also going to share this in, I hope that's shared right there. Let's see. I am going to share this in, yep, I've got 2 shares going on, and my goodness, Dot is right outside of my door. My kitty Dot is trying to get in here, and I'm gonna have to go put her in the house because this is gonna drive me a little bit crazy. Wow. We have got Elaine from South Africa. We've got Sharon from Ottawa, Canada. We've got Margaret from Dublin, Ireland. We've got Payne. I hope I'm saying pronouncing your name correctly. Pjane. Payne Bashor, tuning in from Ohio. Chata is tuning in from Toronto. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this. You don't even know. I'm sharing this as well out to my juicing mama people right now. These are my juicing groups that I belong to and love sharing what I do on Facebook. These are the Facebook groups. Let me just get a couple more shared here. In the meantime, while I'm sharing this out, jump in, say hello, let us know where you're tuning in from. I can see my comments right here on my iPad on this one, and this is where I am coordinating everything and getting everything ready for you guys. Let's just see here. And the other groups that I'm going to share this to are my Dr. Morse groups. So let me get these groups going here so that everybody is on board at the same time. Hello. Where's my Dr. Morse group? Share to a group. I'm searching. I'm doing this within my it's complicated. Let me just put it that way. Technical stuff? Technical stuff? Yeah, technical stuff. I'm going to share this again in my group. Come on, let's go. Where's my default drop down? Fans of Dr. Robert Morse, ND. We're going to share it here. There we go. And then the last one is going to be sharing the detox diet. I think that's what it's called. And so we have other people tuning in. This is awesome. Hello, Lisa is tuning in. Good morning from Altoona, PA. Bob, Alana's tuning in from Altoona. Bob is tuning in from Michigan. Michael is tuning in from Ottawa. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time to tune in to do something to transform your life. I am so excited that you're doing this. And then sharing the detox diet by Dr. Robert Morse, ND. And there was one other juicing one, the John Rose one. This app on my laptop does not want to let me. It does not want. It wants a specific name in this. So let me try to find it. You know what? I'm going to go with just that for now because I want to get started. I want to get into this class. Hello from Swaziland. Erica, really? Swaziland. Jaljal is tuning in from North Carolina, USA. Okay, so I think I've shared to all the groups that I can right now, and I am going to come and put my full attention onto you guys. Hello, welcome. If you're just tuning in, we are starting. Today is the start of our, for some people, everybody can choose a different number of days that you want to do this, but I have decided that I'm going to do 40, yes, 40. I'm a little bit nervous myself, but 40 days of grape juice to detox my body, to jumpstart, to give it a super juicy jumpstart right into a beautiful, healthy program. So if you guys are tuning in and you are watching this and you are committing to yourself today that today is day one of your juicy jumpstart on the Real Juicy Detox, I want to first of all say congratulations, and let me know in the comments how many days you are committing to today. Let me know in the comments. Just type your number in. So can I type a number in? Can I type my comment? I can't type a comment. That's okay. So I want you to type a number. And when we choose a number of days to detox, it's always good to have some kind of goal that we're working towards, right? Because we're goal-oriented people, a lot of us. If we have a goal that we have in our mind, then we can, our brain kind of works around that. And I realize that it is so loud outside. I'm actually in our front yard in our vintage camper right now. And it's a little bit loud outside, I'm not gonna lie. I'm hoping to get an adapter for my external microphone so that it only picks up my sound and not the ambient noise around. So if you are watching this and you've got your headphones on, I do apologize. I know it's not the best sound. I'm doing my best, trust me. So we have people tuning in, and this is wonderful. Gwyneth is doing 40 weeks. 40 weeks. Gwyneth, hang on. I'm not putting you up for that. I'm not putting Gwyneth up for 40 weeks. Gwyneth is doing 40 days. Michael is doing 40 days. Sharon is doing 40. Cheryl is committing to 7. Joan is committing to 7. Diane is committing to 40 days. Look at these rock stars. 40 days, 7 days. Lane is 40 days. Linda is 7 days. Guys, I want to let you know that no matter how many, I'm feeling a little chilly right now, so let me just put my beautiful pocket shawl that my amazing friend Jackie made for me on. just to keep my arms warm. No matter how many days you do, no matter how many days that you commit to, I want you to know that that is amazing. So you might feel like doing 7 days. I don't want you to feel anything but proud of yourself. It's not that loud. Okay, I'm so happy to hear that. I want you to be proud of yourself for doing any commitment, even if it's 1 day. 1 day of doing this kind of protocol is going to change your life. I'm not even kidding you, because 1 day might build onto 2 days, might build onto 3 days, but whichever the number is for you, you're doing something so good and so healthy for your body. You're putting in the most electric nutrition that you can put into your body to fuel your body. It's the correct type of fuel that you need. It is simple sugar, not complex sugar, not complex carbohydrates that are so acid producing for you. This fruit sugar is actually the type of sugar fuel that our body was designed to run on. And think about it. You would never put diesel fuel in your petroleum gas car or in your electric car, right? You would never pull up to a Tesla charging station with your diesel truck and expect, why isn't this working? Okay? Our bodies are designed by the Creator to utilize simple sugar to combine with oxygen to create an energy cycle on a cellular level. And if we can get our bodies fueled with exactly the perfect sugar that it was meant to utilize on a system-wide basis to fuel it, it doesn't have to go through any complex processing. And what you end up with is pure electric energy to fuel your body, to balance out all the systems within your body that have been damaged by an acid diet and a acid lifestyle, medication, all kinds of injuries due to all kinds of chemotherapy and radiation and vaccinations and all of the Asians that are not helping you. So today marks day one for a lot of us, for all of you who are tuning in here. I'm seeing Moira says I'm going to start with 7 days starting tomorrow. Beautiful, Moira. Alana's going to do 4. Let's see here. Janita is 7 days. Janita in the house. Janita, you're a rock star. Erica's doing 21 days, first attempt at juicing, so I hope I can pull through this. I'm really challenging myself. Erica, I want you to know that 141 days ago, I took on a challenge to do this juicing thing, and I declared that I was going to do it for 100 days, and I didn't know what that was going to entail. I didn't know how that was going to turn out. I was a little bit terrified of committing to myself such a big thing, and I want you to know that it has been the best thing that I've ever done. The first 40 days were solid juice, and believe it or not, the body really wants this, and your body is going to experience things that are going to surprise and delight you. I promise. So this is a 500 milliliter jar, and I like this size because what I do, I find it so much easier than filling up, the 2 liter mason jars. I find this a lot easier for tracking how much I drink. So when I wake up in the morning, I fill up, and these are the tips that I have for you. So if you're starting out, here are my list of tips for a successful juice cleanse, okay? And the first one, well, not the first one, they're all important tips. A really important tip is to drink enough juice. So a lot of times we think that we're going to go on a detox program, so I have to deprive myself, I have to feel hungry, I have to restrict myself. And the fact of the matter is, when you drink 4 liters of pure electricity, it's like plugging your finger into the best electric socket that the Creator created for you. So I recommend drinking 4 liters of your fruit juice of choice. That is so good, guys. You have no idea. So actually, I want to show you what I'm drinking. I have the bottle over here. I'll show you what I'm drinking in a minute. But I use these 500 milliliter jars. I fill it up in the morning as soon as I wake up, and I start sipping on it throughout the course of the hour. And over the course of the hour, I slowly sip until I'm done. At the top of the hour, I fill it up again, and throughout the course of the hour, that's how I'm sipping and drinking my juice. And what this is doing is that this is giving your body a consistent and constant stream of pure, divine, alive energy, pure electrolytes, all antioxidant, all beautifully balanced with enzymes and just the actual awareness and consciousness within the plant. It's constantly streaming into you, and it doesn't have to go through a digestive process, which is really cool because it's in the juice format, which means there's no fiber in it to deal with the fiber. So it's going directly into your bloodstream, directly into your bloodstream. It doesn't need to bypass and go through complex processing either, because it's in the simple chemistry form that the body wants and knows and loves and is looking for to create an energy cycle. So let me just go back and read these. Gel is doing 7, but will go longer when I see how I feel. Gel, that is an amazing way to do it, because sometimes it can be scary. Oh my God, I'm biting off too much. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. So you want to have this goal that you're setting for yourself really open-ended. Like, set a goal, but set that goal and give yourself the flexibility. Okay, that's another success tip that I want to pass on today. Give yourself the flexibility to switch it up, to evolve, to change your mind. If you find that the number of days that you set for yourself was doing it this way, doing it just all juice, is a little bit too much for you, and you want to slow down your detox, or you want to modify the amount of days that you're doing, then modify. That's totally fine. It's totally fine. There's no pressure. If you find that you get to the end of the days that you did specify and you want to go longer, keep on going with us. I'm going to be here for 40 days doing a daily little session like this. It's like a combination of a classroom instruction type format, but where you can also add in, and it can be interactive because you can ask your questions. So if you're tuning in on the replay, ask your questions. I check all the comments on my Facebook lives and my YouTube videos and my Instagram stuff all the time. So that's what I recommend. So yeah, so this is a 16-ounce jar, correct? So a 32-ounce jar every 2 hours is perfect. So Diane, you were saying I have quart ones too. I usually drink my juices from my 32-ounce jars every 2 hours, and that is perfect timing. If you can get your juice in 500 mils or 16 ounces, if you can get 16 ounces of juice into you every hour on the hour, I guarantee you're not going to be hungry. You're not going to have cravings. If you do have cravings, we're going to be able to talk about why those cravings come up and how to deal with them. But you're not going to be hungry. You're not going to feel depleted. You're not going to feel as if you're starving yourself, because you're not. You're actually literally putting in all the food that your body needs. When we think of going on a detox or doing cleanses, I mean, there's a whole wide variety of what that even means, right? So this is not the kind of detox where you should be feeling crappy. Might you feel crappy at some points in this detox? Yes, because you're getting rid of old suppressed symptoms that need to come to the surface to be healed. And sometimes that shows up as pain. That can show up. We're going to deal with that in another class as well, really talking and breaking down what are the detox symptoms, what is the healing crisis, and how do you thrive and come out of that really well, and supported, and knowing that you're doing the right things. So we're going to do that. Now I do want to this has been a big like aha moment for me, and I want to talk about the type of juice that I'm using for my cleanse, for my 40-day juicy jump start, and it is this right here, the Black River brand of organic grape Concord grape juice. And there are different brands that you can get, and what you're looking for, and I'm going to explain to you why this is okay to use, because when I first saw people posting about this in some of the juicing groups, I was like, oh my gosh, no, you never drink cooked juice. This is all about fresh pressed and organic if you can get it, and that's pasteurized. No, 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 no. And then I had my eyes open to me within one of the juicing communities, within one of the juicing groups, where Dr. Morse did indeed give his stamp of approval to use that if it is organic, if it is fresh pressed, if it is Concord grape juice, and if it is in a glass jar. The power of these grapes is so intense and so concentrated that it survives with all the alive properties and the electromagnetic potential for our body. It survives that pasteurization process. And you know, a lot of us cannot get Concord grapes or seeded grapes or organic grapes for that matter very readily, and this grape juice actually is a great alternative if you don't have access to grapes in plenty to juice. It takes a lot of grapes to juice a liter of grape juice. And the beautiful thing about this juice is that this is produced and manufactured in Mississauga, which is just like a 45-minute drive away from me. So I called down to there today. I spoke with the beautiful receptionist down there, and I'm in touch with the regional sales director for our area to see if I can become a distributor for that. So any of our local people who want to get their hands on this, it's hard to find. It's hard to find this type of juice in stores. It's so hard to get the grape flavor, the grape juice in the stores. They might have other types of juice, but the grape juice is what we're looking for because of the power within the grapes, so that it doesn't degrade, it doesn't die when it's pasteurized. I know my mind was blown as well, and I checked different sources, and sure enough, this is it. So I'm super excited. I can't even tell you. I'm not going to have the job of juicing my juice. I've already told my family that I'm on sabbatical from the kitchen. So if you guys need anything in the kitchen, you're on your own. And I have found this, and the manufacturer is local to me, and I could not be more excited. I'm trying to get in there for a little Facebook Live field trip, but the receptionist said, we don't do public anything anymore. And I'm like, okay, but it's just me. I'll wear a hazmat suit if you want. And you know my feeling about the whole masking up thing, okay? You know I don't ever wear a mask anywhere. So it's, if I hazmat it up for this, you know I love you, right? I want to do a field trip. Okay, so let me scroll back into the comments here, because like I said, these classes are going to be a mixture of instruction and powerful information, and also interaction with you guys, because I really want to make this a dynamic classroom experience. And when I was teaching, I taught for almost 20 years with the Ontario Teachers College. I taught elementary and high school, and the thing that I loved about teaching was the dynamic nature of it, and the experiential nature of it, which is why I wanted to combine doing the classroom, the coursework of this, where you're going to learn everything that I've learned from Dr. Morse about detoxification and regeneration through natural and traditional naturopathy. I want it to be something that you can experience that coursework in combination with experiencing the juice cleanse on the highest level. Okay, on the highest level. So you can do it with all different types of levels. You could do it with smoothies. You could do it with eating food as well. You're still detoxifying your body even if you're eating food, but the highest, most accelerated level of detoxification happens when you go strictly juice, and if you can, mono juice, and if you can, grape juice or a lemon juice fast are the two highest levels of that mono juice. So that's why I'm choosing the grape juice fast, and I'm gonna crush it. I'm doing it. You know how I know I'm gonna crush it? Because I'm doing it with you guys. I'm not alone in this. I am immersed in this with you. You are holding my hand as I am holding yours. We're holding each other's hands through this. You know what I'm saying? It's powerful. It's life-changing, and it is going to help you if you have struggled in the past with staying on a juice protocol, or with changing yourself around to a raw vegan lifestyle, a raw lifestyle, because you know and understand the benefit of having raw food, because it means that the food is alive and that we're transmuting that energy from within the food into our body. It's not just about how many carbs and how many protein and how much fat's in there, okay? It's not just about macronutrients. It's not just about micronutrients either, although they are important too, but it's about the awareness and the consciousness within the food that we are eating, because we are aware and conscious beings as well. And that energy, that beautiful life force of energy, is transmuted from the food that we eat into every cell of our body. And that's why so many of us who are doing this look so alive, look so vibrant, feel so much energy. Do we have detox symptoms from time to time? Yeah, of course, because you're going to experience those symptoms of your dis-ease in the body when you're creating the symptom and when you're getting rid of that symptom. You're going to feel it, you're going to experience it, but for the most part, I have to tell you, it's not that bad. The detox symptoms, the healing crises, of course, it all depends on what you're dealing with and what you're working with it within your body, right? I'm healing cancer, 9 years of cancer in my body that has not gone away, that surgery cannot continue to cut out. It is healing my body on deep, 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 powerful levels, and I am very lymphatically stagnant. I have a huge cholesterol ring around my iris, of my irises in iridology, and in lymphatic iridology, where we're looking at the condition of the lymph system and how that is showing up in disease in the body, and how that can be read in the iris, you know, the colored part of your eye. I'm messed up. Let me just say, I got a lot of shit going on that I need to clear out of myself, figuratively and literally. So I understand what these detox symptoms feel like, because I've experienced them, and I will tell you that they're not that bad. That one of the things that we need to do is understand, and this is coming in another class session down the road, we need to understand what are the detox symptoms, what is the healing crisis, how do you when you understand a healing crisis, when it's happening within your body, you're not afraid of it. You're not going to freak out. You're not going to go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I need to stop this detox because it's too much. You're going to go, oh, detox symptom? Oh, hell yeah. That means I'm clearing out. Does that mean this is working? I'm putting my foot on the gas pedal, and I'm putting that pedal to the metal. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this out. Let's get this healed. Let's get this show on the frigging road, because that's what we came here for. If you're doing something and it's getting you what you came here for, don't pull back unless you really have to, but you're stronger than you think you are. You can handle more. Look at how much you've handled already. Look at all the pain and suffering in your body that you've gone through. Now, I know when you start feeling pain, like somebody messaged me and said, hey, I know you had a tumor on your liver. Do you ever feel like it's hurting? Like, do you ever get pain where your tumor is as you're healing? And I'm like, hell yeah, absolutely. And when that happens, I say, yes, let's go harder. I'm a frigging warrior when it comes to myself. This mohawk is for more more than just fashion sense, guys. This is my empowerment, because I take this on as a warrior, a goddess who is rising like a phoenix from the ashes. And that's what I want you guys to embody. If when you're going through this experience, and this is talking about what I wanted the class focus to be for today, the mindset that is necessary for healing your body is multifaceted, just as we are multifaceted. I'm going to get to your comments in a second, because I see you guys writing away. Drop your comments, drop your thoughts in the comment section, guys. I'm going to be reading them all out, and we're going to be talking about them. And I sincerely apologize for that noise. Like, I don't know. But somebody said it's not that bad, but every now and then it makes me jump. There's a fairly busy street right outside of my vintage camper where we are doing our class sessions from. So bear with me, okay? We're multifaceted. The emotional fortitude that is required to face your emotions as they come up, we're going to be working on that. We're going to be setting ourselves up for success by getting really clear and really focused. And I know a lot of people say, well, if you want to really be successful with a goal, you should be really clear about what your why is. Listen, that's great. That's really great on paper. And it's true to a certain extent, okay? But it's only part of the equation. I have been clear on my why since I first got this diagnosis 9 years ago. My why has been very clear, but it's not always enough to know why and to really feel your why. You know what I mean? Your why might be you want to live long because you have kids. Your why might be you want to just be out of pain. Your why might be you want to be able to go back road country camping again, but you can't get into your truck. It might because you have multiple sclerosis. It might be that your why is that you just not want to not be in this pain and suffering anymore, all right? The fact that you struggle with your juice cleanse is not an indication, in my opinion, that you're not connected with your why. It's an indication that you need support. You need to feel like you're part of a community. You need to feel like you can really do this. You need to feel that, little by little, one sip at a time, that is how you are loving yourself back to health. That is even more important than just a why. And it's a daily thing that happens. Have I frozen? I hope I'm not freezing. Okay. Diane, you said apples are very good. Okay, let me go back. Let me scroll up to the top for a little bit. But keep your comments coming, guys. I am going to go back and I'm going to reread all of them. I just want to get this part of the class teaching kind of thing done. So let me know as well if this is resonating for you, right? Because we all struggle with staying on top of a goal. We all struggle. It's just, it's so complex. It's so multidimensional, like I said, because we are multidimensional. But going into this with a light, without going into this whole process without it being restrictive. I know that sounds really counterintuitive because it seems like we're restricting what we're doing. Oh, you can't have food, and what else are you eating? Nothing else? You're not eating any food? No, I'm sipping my food. I'm not chewing my food, but I am sipping my food. Alana, you're heading out? Okay, sweetie. I will talk to you. I'll catch you on the replay. I'm so glad that you tuned in for the beginning. So where are we going here? Let's go through and check out the comments. So mindset is the biggest thing that I wanted to focus on today. Having clear in your mind that you're doing this to heal your body. Obviously, you're understanding that. Going into this one day at a time. Don't make it so big of a thing that you're like, oh my God, I don't know I don't know if I can do it for like X amount of days, and I want to do it for X amount of days, but oh my God, that seems like a lot of days. You're going to surprise yourself. If you stick with this and if you stick watching these classroom sessions, what you're going to find is that the monkey brain, the monkey mind, the chatter in your mind kind of dies down a little bit. It'll be loud some days, especially in the beginning, but it will die down a little bit. You're going to have that monkey mind come up and it's going to say, this is too hard, or this is boring, or I really want to eat that thing that I want to eat, or I'm mad that I can't eat that thing that I want to eat. Right? These are natural responses. We all go through this. I go through it, my clients go through it, you guys all go through it, right? Let me know in the comments right now, for you, what is the biggest thing that you struggle with in terms of, in the past, staying on a protocol like this, a similar one like this, because I know a lot of you are not new to juicing. Some of you are new to juicing and you're like, I'm jumping in. I don't know what I'm doing, but Berns seems to know what she's doing and all these other people are doing it, so I'm jumping in. That might be you as well, right? But in the past, what, or in your, just in your mind right now, what is it in your mind that you're working on that is your biggest challenge that you want me to help you with? I'm going to do that right now, live, right here, right now. Let's go read through some of these beautiful comments. So Moira said, I found Lakeland Organic Concord grape juice at your local health food store. Yay! That is so good. Oh my God. Isn't it so great when you find these beautiful products or these beautiful fruits and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I just found this. It's so exciting. Alana, I know Alana tuned out, but Alana, you're tuning back in on the replay to finish watching this. I'm so scared and excited. Me too. Me too, girl. I'm scared too, because it's like, oh my God, 40 days of juice. Like Dr. Morris talks about what a butt kicker this could be for you, but what a tumor buster it is as well, and how many people heal like just beautifully on short-term grape juice fasts. You know, he's talking about anywhere like 20 days. He says if you can do a 20-day grape fast, you are kicking butt. And I love when he says that, and I'm like, I'm going to go for 40. I don't know if I'll make it to 40, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. And I think that with you guys here, with us doing this as a community, I think I can do it. I'm confident. All I know is I'm going to try my darndest. I'm going to really try. And I'm going to be completely transparent with you. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. If I have a slip and a fall, I'm going to be right here declaring what it was and what I did to overcome it, and asking you guys for your love and support, just as I'm giving you mine, right? Chata says, I've been using it for years. Whole Foods and Healthy Planet. Ambrosia. Oh my gosh, I love ambrosia. Yeah. Most health food stores have that Black River brand. Very delicious and true to taste. Yes, it is really, it's so good. Tracy says, I wish I could find the grape juice here in Indiana. Everything is from the concentrated form. Going to juice something else and keep looking. Yeah, so if you can't get Concord juice, grape juice, or you can't get the grapes itself, juice whatever other fruit you like. If you don't like grape juice, you don't have to drink grape juice. That's just what I'm doing. So look around and see what you can find. And if you can find the organic grape juice like I showed earlier, this one, or a brand similar, Lakeland has a brand, as well as Nudson's, which is a craft brand, I believe. And so you can, if you can find it, all you're looking for on the label is organic, fresh pressed, not from concentrate, Concord grape juice, or just Concord grape juice. According to Dr. Morse, the bottled juice, the only bottled juice that he recommends that's being pasteurized is the Concord grape juice, because it has such high electromagnetic properties within the fruit starting out, that it can withstand the pasteurization process and maintain its enzyme activity, its electromagnetic activity. So it is a good alternative if you want to do a grape fast, but you don't have access. I don't have access. I've never seen in any of my stores where I live, or in a fairly wide a radius around me, like I'm talking 100 kilometers, I can't find Concord seeded Concord grapes that are organic to press. I have found some in Niagara County. I live about an hour and a half away from Niagara Falls and Niagara on the Lake, which is a big grape growing region of ours, in southern Ontario. But I have not. We got a couple of baskets of grapes in the summertime to press, but they're not readily available like you would think up here at all. So this is a great alternative if you want to do a grape fast. Let's see. Um, Anne Marie had a comment. Anne Marie said, I just juiced oranges for 64 ounces, and that's a lot of orange peels. I know. I've been doing a lot of orange juice juicing as well. And it does take a lot of orange peel. Are you composting it? We have a compost pickup that we can put our compost out at the curb in our green bins, and that's what we've been doing, because we tried actually using a composter in our backyard, one of those big black plastic composters, and we filled that up in 3 weeks, and it's like, my God, we're gonna need like 15 of these about for the year. I was like, yeah, no, it's gonna go out to the curb, and then it goes to a municipality run composting plant. And then it gets turned back into fertilizer and compost for farmers. So it all goes back into the earth. Yeah. Chata said, been using it for years. Okay, yeah, I read that one. Awesome. Let's see. Diane said, Anne Marie, I juiced a gallon of mandarins yesterday. Had to peel a whole bunch of them, my poor fingers. I have a slow masticating juicer, so all citrus fruits have to be peeled. It's a lot of work. I will juice grapes, so it won't require as much work. Yeah, juicing is, you know what? Juicing is a lot of work. You're right. But if you can make it into, and here's another mindset tip, right? If you can make your juicing process into a bit of a meditation and that's what I do. I get into a zone, I'll put on some Dr. Morse or somebody else that I love watching and learning from, and I will put that in the background, like on my iPad, so that I can listen and learn while I'm doing my juicing, and I just get into a rhythm and a flow. The only fruit that I hate juicing, and therefore I don't juice, and I don't like drinking it either, which is probably why I hate juicing it, because I don't mind if something takes a lot of work, if I love the juice and I love how it tastes, and but if I don't like how it tastes and I got to do all this damn work, it's like, it gets me angry. Like I get annoyed. The only fruit for me that does that for me is apple juice. I do not like it. I really don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like juicing it. I don't like drinking it. I just don't like it. So, yeah, juicing's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But aren't you worth it? We are so worth this work. We are so used to having everything conveniently ready for me. And I'm not going to lie. That's one of the things that I love about this, right? The work is all done for me. Juicing grapes is pretty intense and involved as well, right? You got to wash the grapes, you got to make sure there's, and juicing grapes for me, even in the Omega 800, which is the juicer that I have, is a lot of work, but it's worth it. It's so worth it. Fazia, hi Fazia. Fazia says, Lakeland or Lakewood? I can't remember which is the brand that is the other organic grape juice. It's one of those two. Fazia said, okay, so I hope that answers your question, Michael. So when it comes to bottled juice, just the Concord grapes, because that is you're getting the full power of this incredible fruit. And if you check on my Facebook page for today, and today is Monday, October the 19th, I just posted, and on my Instagram, I posted a little write up about the benefits of grape juice. So, all of the benefits, but the main thing about that allows this to be detox approved by Dr. Morris and the Berns is the fact that it is grape juice. I wouldn't get any other bottled, even if it's organic, fresh pressed, not from concentrate, any other juice, because this is the one that comes recommended that is going to still be safe for our detoxing our body. So, so that is my choice. Yes, Diane, we are all in this together. Fazia says, oh my God, so excited. I'm on coconut water and watermelon juice day one. Yes, girl. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Coconut water, man. I tell you, Fazia and I are both from Trinidad and Tobago, and the coconut water down by the savannah, around the savannah in Trinidad, is just like, it does not get any fresher than that. Freshly picked, freshly chopped off for you, with the machete right there to have your coconut water. It is so good. And Fazia says, kudos to Berns for inspiring us on this drive. And kudos to you for taking up the inspiration and for doing this, because we have the power to heal our bodies. We have the power. Does it involve meditation? Yes. Does it involve lifestyle changes? Yes. Does it involve, not being afraid to confront ourselves and who we have been in the past, to eat our way into the health situation that we are? I'm telling you, when you start doing this juice cleanse and you start feeling firsthand the benefit and the advantage of having this kind of food in your body, and you start realizing how quickly this food takes away the disease and the pain, you also come into full realization about who caused your disease. And it wasn't some virus that got you because somebody wasn't wearing a mask standing next to you in Dollarama. It wasn't because you inherited it genetically, although that might seem like a really, well, I got it from my parents. Well, everybody in my family has this genetic mutation in their genes that means fill in the blank. You're going to realize that it was brought on by what you put in your mouth for your entire life. And that takes some emotional fortitude and strength to come to terms with, to allow to come up, to be released, right? You have to learn self-love. You have to learn forgiveness. You have to, I remember I had about a week where I was so upset when I really, really, really internalized and realized what I had done, not only to myself, but to my children. Oh my gosh. Any of you who are parents out there, I am going to help you through that, okay? Because when you really stop and realize what you have done unknowingly, but you've done it, it can be painful. I'm not going to lie. But it can be worked through, okay? Anne-Marie said, I know, right? It's a lot of work. Maybe I should try organic apples, no peeling. Yeah, you can try organic apples if you like it, and if you don't mind juicing it, try it. Try to get apples that are as crisp and as firm as possible, because those are the best. It doesn't get as mushy and it doesn't get as foamy. I don't like juicing apples because it produces a lot of foam. Maybe if I had one of those cold press things where you put it between two plates and it juices out, but I don't have one of those, and I'm not going to get one because I don't even like how apple juice tastes, so there. And I'm not going to fight up drinking my food and I'm not enjoying it. My motto is enjoy what you're doing, enjoy what you're drinking, or don't drink it. Drink something else that's delicious. So many options to choose from, right? We have all these beautiful options that we can tap into, that we can enjoy in terms of our fruits. So you don't have to worry about I don't want to, I can't juice because I don't like grapes. It's like, don't drink grape juice then. You know what I mean? Yeah, and Diane says apples are very good as well. I juice them as well. So yeah, a lot of people, not everything is for everybody, right? Diane, you say I'm healing from rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, and some edema in your ankles. Well, this is the best way to deal with all of those. I'm really, really happy that you're doing this, honey. And Diane, you also said thank you for your live videos, Berns. They're really helpful and inspiring. I'm so glad. Guys, you have no idea. This has been 9 years in the making since I was first diagnosed with cancer on November 1st, 2011. But about 4 or 5 years in the making as I've been trying to really hone my craft, get better at being on camera, get really comfortable with interacting with you guys, because it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. When I first started this whole, video work and live videos in particular, it's, you know, there's a big learning curve that's involved in that, and I want to let you guys know, as a side note, if anybody out there wants to start sharing what they're doing, your journey on this topic, but you feel so scared and nervous about going live and all of the emotional stuff that comes with that and the technical side of it, please reach out to me. We need more people like me, like Dr. Morse, like you, sharing this kind of work and putting it out there. Also, if you guys know of anybody who is doing this work on like Facebook and doing lives and doing like an instructional type of class around it, please let me know, because I love connecting with people who are doing this work and doing it like in a live video format as well. Michael asked, did you experience any spiritual things in your 40 days? Vivid dreams, messages, Lotto Max winning numbers? I haven't experienced the Lotto Max winning numbers, but I'll tell you what I have experienced. I've experienced stuff that money cannot buy. I have experienced a regeneration of my body, mind, and soul. I have had psychic abilities heightened. I have been able to tap into my flow of divine knowledge and intuition and guidance like never before. Every single one of my live videos that you guys are commenting, that are making an impact for you and that are touching you on any kind of level, but on a deep level, that is because you are witnessing the divine flowing through me. It might look like it's coming out of me, and it is, but I'm just a vessel for it. I'm just a vessel for it. So that has been a definite heightened spiritual unfolding. There is something that happens within your body when you take in only divine electric food. Your energy, your vibrational energy, your physical energy, but your spiritual energy raises to the level of the chemistry that you put into your vehicle, like a car. If you don't put in the right energy into your vehicle, it's not going to run optimally. And part of our human existence, part of our humanness, this human physical experience, the spiritual experience in a human physical vessel, vehicle, body, can only be heightened when we heighten and elevate the fuel that we're putting into it. This is such an important part and such a not often talked about part of a detox regimen, a detox protocol. So it is, we're going to be getting into much more of the spiritual side of this as well. Yes, one of the things that I enjoy doing, and I will be doing it as part of this this classroom setting, is doing different meditations, doing different study, doing different work to expand our holistic approach to our healing. It's not just about juicing. It's about the physical detox through juicing, but it's also about the electromagnetic energy, the awareness and the consciousness within the food that we're eating. You know, grape juice being one of the highest and most powerful. And so it is a truly holistic way to look at the entire being, our entire being, so that we can heal it on all levels. Because when you heal the body on the physical plane, the physical level, you heal the body on the emotional level, on the spiritual level, on the mental level, right? You heal it on all the different levels. We are not just this physical body. We are not just this physical body. So we are going to have an experience where we heal all of the bodies, all of the bodies. Great question, Michael. Thank you. Erica said, thank you so much for sharing on the why. I'm glad that that resonated with you, honey. The why is so important, but it's not everything. All right. I've had a strong why in a lot of areas of my life that I have been trying to line up attaining certain things for a long time. It's not just enough to say, oh, I have a strong why and therefore your why isn't strong enough. That's why you're struggling, or that's why you're not healing, or that's why you can't do a juice cleanse for the amount of days that you can do. No, I don't believe that. I do believe that you need to really be in tune with and connected with why you're doing something. Yes, of course, obviously, or else you're going to lose your way, or else when you do stumble, you are going to be like, oh God, I'm just going to keep falling on my face and beating myself up, and because you don't understand your why. I get that. But it's a lot more than that. It's about the support, it's about the knowledge, it's about different tricks and strategies to keep yourself immersed in the work so you don't get focused elsewhere. It's about not watching food porn. Stop watching food porn. Stop watching food cooking shows. Don't watch, and that's why for this 40 days, I'm not going to be posting anything about my uncooked raw vegan recipes, because I'm not focused there. I'm not looking at recipe inspiration from other people on YouTube, other content creators that I love and adore. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I need to keep my focus. This is my motto that I say to all my clients: head down, blinders on, fruits, melons, and berries, get this job done. All right? It is very, very important to do that. We have to be super focused and super inspired. You know, people say, oh, I'm motivated. I'm motivated. Motivation is an external driver. Inspiration is on the inside, and it's an internal driver. When we are inspired to something, that's a feeling. We feel that inside, right? It's an elevated feeling that we feel inside. Motivated is more like an external push. Like you're motivated to go to work because you want to get paid, because you don't want to get fired, because you don't want to, you're motivated externally. Yes, I know sometimes you're motivated because you just want to get into work and get the job done, and because you're excited about it. That's not motivation, that's inspiration. That comes from inside. It's like a, whew, right? So it's important to understand the difference between those two, and to really go for the inspiration within us, because it's the inspiration that's going to carry us through to carry out inspired action, right? Inspired action, that's where you want to be. Hi, Tanya. Oh my gosh, Tanya is here with her juice. Guys, can we just give a shout out to Tanya Gibson Rendell? Tanya is one of my best friends. We've known each other for ages. She used to be one of my crystal embellishers when I had my bikini design company, Passion Fruit Designs, and Tanya is the one that sent me the information, the 411 on where to get this up at our local health food store in Orangeville, Ontario. So thank you, Tanya. Thank you so much. Perfect timing. I love how the universe works in our favor all the time. Sharon said, thanks for unpacking truisms. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. It is my pleasure. You're here with your orange juice, Tanya. You're so good. Hi, Sam. Sam Krause says hello to everybody. Cheryl says wine. I don't know why you said wine, but we have a lot of vineyards down in southwestern Ontario, and that is indeed where a lot of the grape growing regions are. So definitely. Sharon also said, love lemons, just finished apple and lemon juice. The lemons take away the cloyingness of the apple juice. Is that what you said? Did I mention I love, love, love lemons and limes too? Oh my God, you're so amazing. I tried putting some lemon juice in my apple juice. It did not work for me. Cravings are your, oh, wine. I get what you were saying there, Cheryl. It just popped back into my head. Things that you are anticipating struggling with. Wine, if you're saying, giving up your wine or your alcohol that you are used to consuming, let's assume that is one, because I know that is one for a lot of people, then yeah, it's going to take a little bit of mental work to say to yourself, you know what, I'm choosing to not drink wine right now. And I do want to mention, when I was living with my sister at the cottage, when I first started this, she loves her nightly wine, and for a little bit I did too. And what we found is that if she was juiced up to 4 liters, by the time wine time came in the evening, she didn't want wine. It just, there's something that happens within your body, guys. Let me know in the comments if this has happened to you, if you're one of my juicing friends and you've already had experience with this. You will notice that things that you were craving before, and that leads us to the next comment. Down here, somebody said one of the things, Paige said cravings. That is one of the things that she is really working on. If you stay juiced up, you're not going to have the cravings that you think you're going to have. We tend to have cravings when we deprive ourselves and we're not giving ourselves the nutrients that we do need. Another thing, understand what your cravings mean, okay? If you're craving salt, it means that your adrenals are down, because your adrenals control your salt and put your sodium and potassium levels in the body. So get your adrenals working by flushing your body with your juice, okay? So it's going to help you. If you're craving sweets and sugary stuff, complex carbohydrates, baked goods, all that kind of delicious yumminess, if you're craving bread, right, you are most likely overrun with yeast, and possibly most of us are candida prolific. We have a lot of candida in our body. It's a microorganism that wants to eat up and gobble up all the lymphatic waste that we have in our body. To that end, candida is actually there to help us. It's actually there to help get rid of and take the burden off of the lymphatic system of this yeast, of this acid that is stagnant in our lymphatic system, right? So when you switch around what you're putting in your body, as one does on a juice cleanse, and you stop eating complex sugars and complex carbohydrates and the beans and the grains and all the dairy and all the meat and all that stuff, you are starving. But especially when you get rid of the complex carbohydrates, you are starving the candida out of your body. When the candida in the beginning, the candida is going to be unhappy. It's going to be, give me my food right now. And it's going to make you crave all that sugary sweet stuff. Kill it out with this. This is going to have the best astringent value. What does astringent mean? Astringent means it pulls. Right? I remember when I was a teenager and I, washing my face and wanting to, do all the things that teenagers do with the whole, I had oily skin. I lived in Trinidad. I had a lot of oil on my skin, but it wasn't that bad. I've never had acne or anything like that. Surprising considering all the other crap I've dealt with. But we used to use like witch hazel, or like I used to use Clinique, their astringent alcohol thing, and it pulls. Astringents pull, right? So we would put it on a cotton ball and we would, do this. We would cleanse our face with this astringent. That's a pulling action. So when you have simple fructose, simple sugar in your body, what that does is that pulls and astringes all of the toxic waste and all of the candida and all of the fungus and all of the yeast. It pulls and astringes all that stuff right out of our cells, right? It's going to starve off your it's going to starve out the cravings. Your it's going to starve out your candida, which is causing the cravings for the sweets. So in those cases too, we are going to find ourselves craving food and chewing food, or craving other things because we're not juicing enough, which is why 4 liters of juice is my strong recommendation for this. Fazia, you said my challenge would be migraines. I get you, girl. I've been addicted to pain medication since I was 15 years old. So for 40 years, I wouldn't leave the house without pain medication. I overused pain medication. One of my brilliant doctors even told me, gosh, this was like 18 years ago, Berns, you need to stop taking all this medication, all this pain medication. You're going to destroy your liver. And sure enough, here I am, liver, tumor on my liver. So, there you go. When you damage the cells of your organ, wherever you're weak, where you're weak is where this acid is going to show up and start damaging cells the most. Acid isn't, and all of that pain medication is all acid, right? Acid isn't going to damage strong, healthy tissue. It's going to go for wherever is weak. I did a video, Fazia, in June, maybe the beginning of July, on Facebook here, and I'll post it on my YouTube channel. But I did a video of me in the middle of a migraine headache talking about my addiction to pain medication, and I have not used any Advil or Robaxacet, which I used in dangerous quantities. I shudder to think about it now. I haven't used that since the first week of my juice cleanse. Okay, the first week I had a really intense detox headache, and I was drowning under it, and I took some Advil because I really, really needed it. But subsequent to that, I have learned different techniques to alleviate that detox symptom, and I will talk about that in an upcoming video. I'll talk about that more, what we can do to alleviate some of these detox symptoms. Sorry, I was getting a call in. I forgot to take off the notifications for my phone. But I want you to know that your migraine headaches can be mitigated, and it's important to understand, honey, that your migraine headaches are a symptom of your acidosis. It's lymphatic stagnation and congestion within the cranium, within the head. So anything that you can do to alleviate that and to get the lymphatic fluid flowing, starting with the diet, is going to really help you. You might want to have some hot and cold showers where you're putting the flow of the water at the base of your head, and you're alternating between 60 seconds of super hot as you can handle it, 15 seconds of as cold as you can handle it. Alternate that 5-10 times. You're going to feel it. It's when it's cold, you're going to feel yourself constricting because you're like, you're bracing, right? And then when the hot water comes, you're going to feel your body open up, and that pumping action, the lymphatic system does not have a pump like the cardiovascular system does. So we have to do a variety of different things to get it flowing and pumping so that it gets moving and flushing out and filtering out through our kidneys. So those are some things. You might also want to do light rebounding after your hot cold shower, lightly rebounding on a trampoline, because the zero force when you go up and down, even when you just gently bounce, helps flush the lymphatic system down. And you might also just need to you can also, if you can't do the hot and cold showers, do a hot and cold compress at the back of the neck with the hot pack and then a cold pack, and lie down in a quiet room and just ride it out, because breathing is a really important thing too. We don't realize it, and we don't recognize it, and we don't give it much credit. But what I notice when I have a headache, if I start deep breathing, and just focus on my breath and just focus on relaxing, it really, really helps to alleviate some of that pressure and to get our blood flowing again. When we have a headache, when we're in pain, we tense up and we're like, right? Going for a chiropractic adjustment is also a really good strategy for migraine headaches. And peppermint oil, a little bit of good quality, better quality peppermint oil, rub it in your hands, breathe it in, put a little bit on your temples, not too close to your eyes because that will burn your eyes, and a little bit on the back of your neck. Oh my goodness, that is such a good remedy for headaches. Just trying to think of what else I can give you right now because this can help a lot of people. I love the questions like this. This helps a lot of people because so many of us have the same questions. Tanya, you said, I get upset with the thought that I can never eat what I want and it be healthy for me. Ding, 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 ding. Put your hand up if any of you else often experience that, right? So it's the mental challenge, the mental struggle that, but here's the fact. The stuff that we have learned that we have grown to accept as food and are under the false notion that this is good for us or that this is going to really evaporate when you start really focusing on the juicing, because this is the food that actually satisfies everything that you want food to do for your body. This is the food that makes you feel really good. But the mental work that you have to do as you're going through this, just tell yourself, this is just temporary. This is just a little kickstart, a little jump start. I'm going to be able to eat all the delicious food that I want to when I get through to the next part of my transition into eating, chewing food. And I promise you, babe, I am going to blow your mind with the recipes that I have that I've been sharing. I've started sharing some of those. But things that are going to be replacements for the stuff that you used to eat that is so unhealthy for you, that is making you feel weighted down and under, like you're in a fog all the time. The new stuff that we're going to transition ourselves into is going to replace all those things. But you're right. That's a mental struggle. That's a mental struggle because we think we're depriving ourselves and we think, oh my God, I can't have all those things that I want to eat, that I used to eat, that I need to eat, that I'm mad that I can't have it. Here's what works for a lot of us. Stop looking at your food in that way. Stop looking at your food in the way that is like where you're asleep in the program of what that food is. Start asking yourself, what am I eating? Is this acid or is this alkaline? Stop looking at food as comfort. Stop looking at food as a treat, a reward, a celebration, right? Start looking at it as, is this acid or alkaline? Because every disease happens under an acid sky, including the mental disease, including the depression, including the anxiety, including the obsessive compulsive thoughts, all of that, whether it is something that you associate with your mood and your mental state or something you associate as a physical condition, right? It is all the same thing. It's happening because your tissues, organs, and glands have been damaged by the acid food that we think is the stuff that I'm never going to be able to eat again. And you tell me what you want to eat and how you want to enjoy your food, and I will show you raw vegan recipes that will blow your frigging mind. Or recipes that can be cooked, but that are not cooked using the same old types of food, that foreign chemistry that you used to think were food. Okay, so these things are manageable. Lisa says, the challenge of having to feed young kids. Yeah, okay, I'll do a whole video on that down the road, how to do this while you're supporting your family as you go through it, because that is a real challenge. But let me tell you what, real kids, young kids love fruit. Get them frugivored up, get them into the fruits. Young kids love fruit. It is our species specific diet. It's our species specific diet. You put a table of beautiful fresh fruit out next to a table of vegetables and other crap, kids are going to go and they're going to tear through that fruit section. You also have to realize that during this detox situation, having that chat with your loved ones and your significant other to let them know, I am going to be doing something for my health. I know this is a near impossibility for many of you to think of, being able to have this conversation with your loved ones or your spouse, but hey, you teach people how to treat you, okay? Sometimes our spouses need to be trained on what we need in order to come through our healing experience, right? And sometimes they need a wake-up call. I need you to wake up and to listen to what I need to heal myself, because if I can't heal myself, who's going to do it for me, right? Who's going to do it for me? If I can't do this and rely on and expect your support, your full support in it, in the ways that I'm going to let you know I need you to support me, then I need to really wake up to what's going on here. All right? If your partner really truly does love you like they say they do, they would bend over backwards to make sure that they are there for you to do whatever it takes, whatever you need to have this be a successful experience for you. From not bringing junk food in the house, not bringing, takeout home. You want to eat takeout? But babe, eat that in the car. That's not coming in the house. It's a trigger for me. Not me specifically. I have a different situation where I have a very supportive partner and household in general, but I know a lot of people, this is what you're going through, right? So yeah, feeding young kids, keeping them healthy and happy, there are choices that you can put on the table for them so that they are eating the bulk of their food with exactly the food source that our bodies require. When you start realizing the crap you're feeding your kids in the macaroni and cheese, yeah, but they like it, that's all they'll eat. Yeah, I get it. I have 2 kids who are now young ladies, but I get it. I understand. Kids will eat what you put in front of them, and they can bitch and they can cry all they want, but you know what? The bottom line is, a lot of what we feed our kids is acid, and it's leading and contributing to their ill health. And that's a realization that when you get that, when that sinks deep into your soul, when you do this, I'm telling you, that is some serious emotional and spiritual work that we are going to have to go through, and we will go through that together. I've been through it, and I'm here to tell you that that's some serious stuff that is going to come up for you. It's going to come up for you, and it's not going to feel good on the emotional level, but I am here to guide you through that. Don't let that scare you away. Okay, don't let that scare you away. We can do this. We can do this. Lisa says, I've never done this before. The one you said I have in the US, I could not find, but my health food said that would try to order it for me. I did find the Knudsen Organic Concord Grape Juice. That's the one that you want. Good job, Lisa. Moira, you said, I tried before and only lasted 2 days. Thank you so much for your inspiration and knowledge. Well, babe, 2 days is amazing. Celebrate that. Give yourself a big pat on the back and a big juicy hug. 2 days is a good amount of days, but now we're going to go for more. And now you have the support and the in-person real-time support to help you keep going longer than 2 days, to help you feel not afraid to keep going. So we're doing this. Kat, great questions. The thing that Kat is very aware of is the challenge where people telling you it's too much sugar. How does it work? I think I explained that to you guys earlier in this video. This contains all of the exact fuel that your body was designed to utilize for energy. The body does not want complex chemistry in the form of complex sugars, the complex carbohydrates, all that stuff that most of us were eating on the SAD diet, the standard American diet. It's all that standard American diet crap is so full of complex sugars, and the body has to break down those complex sugars through a lot of chemical processes. And in the end result of that chemical process of breaking down all those complex carbohydrates, complex sugars that are found in all the grains, all the cooked the cooked food in general creates a lot of complex bonded chemistry in the body. All of the breads, all of the pasta, all of the refined sugar, all of the crap that we put into our bodies that's complex sugar is what is too much sugar. That's the sugar you don't want. It does eventually get broken down into some simple sugar, but not until it's gone through a complex process which creates an acid ash residue that the body now has to deal with. But first, that ash residue, that acid, is going to eat away at your weak organs, and for a lot of people that's the pancreas, and that is why they're dealing with diabetes now. It's not because they're eating, it's not because they're on a grape juice fast or a juice fast or a juice program. They have sugar metabolism issues because their pancreas are wrecked from all the sugar, complex sugar they've been putting in. So when there's a huge sugar myth that I will address in more detail and that I will have on my website as well. It's one of the things that I address on my website, therealjuicydetox.com, that you will want to look at and learn about. And that's the whole point of me doing these classes, is I want to teach you guys all of the right information around this to debunk all of these protein myths and sugar myth and water myth, exercise myth, all of this nonsense that is keeping us sick. Paige, you said, so you're not allowed to eat anything while doing this detox? No! Look at all the food we're eating! Oh, you mean chewing food? Yeah, we're not eating any chewing food on this program right now. After your Juicy Detox Jumpstart, you can have, and I will help you with this, I will help you transition into a healthy eating program, because it doesn't... Listen, if you do all this juicing and then you just go back to eating meat and pasta and candy and shit after this, what's the point of that, right? What is the point? Pain, I hope I'm saying your name right, love. Just correct me. Send me a voice message so I know how to say your name, okay? Said, I did a 28-day water fast. Girl! In 2014, my goal was 40, wanted to achieve 40, and since it is juicy fruit, my hope to reach the goal and then make it a complete lifestyle. Yes, I'm good with the name Pain. Never thought I would do Facebook. So blessed with you. Okay, thank you so much, Pain. First of all, 28-day water fast, that's warrior status right there. I do not recommend my clients to do an extended water fast like that. It is for a lot of reasons, but you can do this. This is awesome. So on a water fast, oh my God, do you guys mind if I just get up and let Dottie in? She's crying at the door. She's probably cold and wants to come inside. Hang on a second. I'll be right back. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to go run to the bathroom, because I have a bathroom here in the camper, because I've been drinking my juice and I kind of have to pee, but I want to keep going. I want to finish going through. I don't even know how many more comments there are. Oh, there's a lot of comments, but I want to address them all. So just bear with me. I'll be right back. Come here, Dottie. Come here. Come on. Come on. Okay. What a kitty. Oh my goodness, she has such a loud meow. Okay. I'm back. Okay. A little tricky getting back into my spot. Okay. So Kat asks, if you eat one meal a day plus juicing, is it the same or is it not worth doing? No. Definitely, that's amazing, amazing protocol. So some people might want to transition that way, right? You might want to start with juicing, but just eat one raw. If you can do it raw, you're good. If you can do one meal raw, like if you need a salad or if you need some fruit to just nibble on and keep you going, then that is fine. But I want to let you know that if you are so focused on getting in 4 liters of juice, you are going to find it hard to eat food. You're going to be like, I can't, I'm too full. I can't, I'm juiced up. You want to keep yourself juiced up so that you're not in that place where you're like looking and, what am I going to eat? What am I going to eat? What am I going to eat? A lot of times, if you just settle down your brain, you just settle down that thinking mind and just say to yourself, what am I going to eat? What am I going to eat? Oh, I know what I'm going to eat. Remember that craving for food to eat is actually a craving for nutrition. And if you are doing this right and you're getting in the right amount of juice and you're drinking and it's delicious and it's rich and it's nutrient dense, which all fruit juice is, no matter what fruit you choose, you're not going to be hungry. You're not going to be hungry. But if you really, 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 really must and you really want to, yeah, have a meal of some fruit, right? You might want to choose your favorite juicy fruit to eat, or fleshy fruit like banana or mango or papaya or whatever it is. Sure, you can do that, but so it's always worth doing. It's always worth putting most of your juicing, most of your nutrients in via juicing. Absolutely, Kat. Definitely do that, okay? Stay with us. Give it a shot. Try it out. See how it goes. Just give yourself a light, permission to go all the way in with the juicing. You might surprise yourself. You might find that it's really not that hard and not that bad to do. I am on at noon, Cindy. I am noon Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah. So Diane says, it's a myth. Fruits or fruit juices are simple sugars. That's what the human body needs. It's our fuel. It's all about amino acids. Any other processed sugar is bad for you. Yes, girl. Thank you. I didn't see that till now. Oh, and I'm chilly again. In our camper, in our vintage camper here, it is a little, chilly by the windows, which is everywhere. I juice to, Dawn says, hi Dawn. Dawn says, I juice to reggae music and dance. I look forward to my juicing time. I feel like it's self-care and spending time with myself. I love that. That is so true. That's what I do. Making juicing fun. Make juicing a family affair. Teach your kids how to use your juicer. That's another tip and strategy for making food and prepping with young kids to take care of. Make them a part of this experience. Give them the juices, get them juiced up, have them up there with you helping with the juicing. My kids, they help me. I mean, they're not kids anymore, but 18-year-olds sometimes don't want to have anything to do with what their parents are doing in the kitchen. My kids are always involved because I've trained them that way. Juicing grapes is hard work, lots of pulp. No kidding, it is lots of work. That's why I'm so grateful to know that I have a supply of this that I can readily get, and that is so good. so good. Jel, you ask, am I okay doing smoothies as well as juices, as well as drinking water to make my gallon of liquid a day? You know what, you can definitely do that, but honestly, listen, the reason why I wanted to do it like this, to do a full-on juicing protocol with only one type of juice, and I chose grape juice, is because that is the highest level of detoxification when it comes to acceleration or deceleration of juicing. And I wanted to I wanted to go into this and experience firsthand what an accelerated detox would feel like. I wanted to challenge myself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I wanted to dig deep a little bit more now because I've had 40 days in the beginning of all juicing, and then 100 days of juicing, 80% juicing and 20% raw food. And I wanted to turn up the gas again on my detox. I wanted to turn up the intensity on my detox. So can you do it with smoothies and with water as well as with fruit juice? Yeah, but it's not really the accelerated this is to challenge you to go deep for a little portion of time. It's 40 days isn't that long, 7 days isn't that long, 1 day isn't that long, right? To challenge you to go as deep as you can, to experience what it's like. Guys, if you do not do it all the way in, how will you ever know how it feels to go all the way in? I'm not saying that you're always going to do this kind of intense level, right? You don't need to always do this intense sort of level, but what you do want to do is you want to experience it and go all the way in, right? The best way to experience the power of all fruit juicing to clean your body and regenerate it is to do it. So smoothies, not bad, not bad at all. Water, I do not drink any water. I have not drank any water in 141 days. I drink that, let me clarify that. I haven't had any unstructured water to drink. What I have been drinking is my structured grape juice water, or structured watermelon, structured coconut water. All fruit juices are water. They're structured. They have all the nutrients, the life force, the electrolytes, the astringent properties, the enzymes, the every mineral, the everything in that we need to clear our bodies out and to get our bodies working properly again is contained within our juice. And water is actually dehydrating on the body, whereas fruit juice is hydrating in the body. So the water myth, we need to kind of deal with that. Yes, Joan, I did say we should drink a minimum of, if you can. Listen, if you're working and you have a very physical job and you're sweating a lot during the day with your job, then you might want to do more than 4 liters. If you if you can't get 4 liters in and you can only get 3 in, as long as that's the goal that you're striving for. Let's say you're drinking your juice and it's like, man, this grape juice is so filling. I don't know if I can drink 4 liters. Like, it's hard for me to get it in. Then that's your body telling you however much you were able to get in with that 4-liter goal is the right amount for you. But drinking 1 liter a day and of juice and 2 liters or 1 liter of water is not going to be the electromagnetic energy that your body needs to do the healing work that it needs to do. Okay, so we need to get really clear. Why are we doing what we're doing? What is it my body needs? My body needs energy, it needs fuel, it needs astringent properties, it needs all of the stuff that the fruits are giving us. I'm not shortchanging, I'm not diluting down what I'm drinking, I'm not shortchanging my body in what I'm drinking. I'm going all in. Full force, full energy, full power. I'm not plugging my my plug into a faulty socket or a socket that doesn't put out the right voltage. Here in this camper, for example, this camper runs on 12 volts and we plug it in to our electrical power in the house so that we can run our voltage that's not 12 volts. Like, it's you have to understand that this food that we're putting in is our electrical source of energy. So you don't want to be diluting and compromising your electric force within your body. I don't do that. I don't dilute my intake with water at all, with unfiltered water, unstructured water, regular tap water, mineral water, distilled water. I don't do it. If you want to do that, knock yourself out, but I don't do it because I realize that I don't need that for optimal functioning. Like, if you look at my skin, I mean, I have a little bit of makeup on. I did my eyebrows today. But, you know, I I don't feel like my skin is telling me that I need to hydrate anymore. I think I'm good with that. Yeah, Janetta says, if someone drank too much water, it would be dangerous. Yes, it is. Erica said, this is absolutely fantastic, a holistic approach. This is exactly what I need. Thank you so much. Yes, 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 yes. So, you know, I've been a life coach, I've been a meditation mentor, I've been a business coach and a social media coach and expert. And I have to tell you that bringing all these disciplines together to heal my body, but now with this as the beautiful big red bow on top of the whole package to kind of pull everything together so that I'm healing all the parts of me at the same time in the most elevated way. This has been the game changer for me, and I've been on this path, as many of you know, for 9 years since I was diagnosed with cancer. But you know, inspiring and sharing the meditation work and the personal development, personal growth work. I've been doing that for at least 5 years now. And this pulls it all together. We need a holistic approach to our healing, right? This entire course, what my entire website is about, therealjuicydetox.com, it's all about the divine art of healing. All right, it's an art. It's not just drink some juice and do a detox and call me in the morning and how are you feeling. It is an entire synthesis of all of the different elements of personal growth, spiritual growth, emotional, mental growth, right? Growth in our relationship with ourselves. You know, a lot of people struggle the most with, I haven't gotten to all the comments to see if anybody mentioned this as yet, and I will. A lot of people struggle with loving themselves enough to do this for themselves, because you cannot go through this experience and not come out of it loving yourself, because every single sip is an act of love. We are healing our bodies every time we take a sip. And to heal your body is to love your body, right? This is a nurturing process. So I am so, 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 so happy that you guys are resonating with and tuning into that. And Erica, I love you. Cindy is on get this, Cindy is on day 101 and you haven't healed anything yet. Cindy, you are healing your body whether it feels like it or not. You have a very, very, very severe case of, I know Cindy, and Cindy has sent me her photos of where she's at and her experience. And my God, some of the things that some of us are dealing with to heal in our body is indescribable. And my heart goes out to you, Cindy, and for anybody and everybody who's really suffering and struggling with some really serious conditions. You're doing the work, right? So your body is healing. When we are systemically really backed up and really stagnant on a chronic systemic level, where we are interstitially constipated, like throughout every cell, our cells can't breathe, we cannot excrete any more toxicity out, metabolic waste into our lymphatic system, because our lymphatic system is like full stop, it's stopped completely. It's going to take a while to heal this, and I want you to know that you are in my thoughts and prayers every single day, Cindy, and I want you to keep going. All right, we're working on getting those adrenals back up and getting these kidneys to continue to flush and have filtration and sedimentation in your urine. So I want you to say, I want you to know that it may not feel like you're healing anything. You are healing your body. It's going to take some time. Some people just have, like you, a much more serious case, and it's going to take more time. And I'm here with you, babe. I'm here with you. I'm not abandoning you. I'm here with you on your journey, and we're doing this, okay? So do not give up on yourself. It's going to take as long as it's going to take. It's going to take time. Divine timing for sure. Yes, Tanya, referring to her letting me know that this was available in Orangeville as I was talking about doing a grape fast. Yeah. Gwyneth says, thank you for your time and encouragement. You're so amazing. You are so welcome, Gwyneth. I'm just so pleased to be able to do this. Teaching is one of the things that I love doing. It's one of the things I've trained at. Like I said, I was an Ontario College of Teachers educator and teacher here within Ontario, Canada for almost over just about 19 years, so almost 20 years. And I love teaching. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Diane says, don't ever give up. Hildy Larson, look her up, says it took her 3 years to open up her kidneys. We're all different depending on how much crap we have inside. I'm still working on my kidneys as well. Let's keep going and moving forward. You've got this. Yes, Diane. Look at you guys. I freaking love you. Diane is cheering on Cindy there. Diane, you're amazing. We are just doing this together. Just can you see? Can you see that just gave me goosebumps. I love you guys. Cindy says, Diane, thank you. It can be so hard when you don't see results. I appreciate your kindness. Yeah, it's totally really hard when you don't see results. Keep going though, and oh, I love you guys. I love you guys. Anne Marie says, thank you for being our cheerleader. I just juiced another 24 ounces of orange juice while listening to this. Yay! Oh my God, that's so good. That's so good. I'm your cheerleader. You're my cheerleader. We're doing this together for sure. Cindy asked me, are you going to get more juice? Yes, for me right now, as I am drinking, so one of the reasons why I start drinking 500 mils and I drink that every hour on the hour is because if I have something going on in my life, like a Facebook Live, or I need to go out and I'm going to be on the road for an extended period of time, I moderate how much I drink. Like I might slow down a little bit my intake, still keeping myself hydrated, still keeping myself vibrant and energetic. But I do have this that I am going to fill up into here as needed. Fazia says, I no longer use meds for migraines. I resort to ice packs on my forehead and nape of neck, which really helps. I look forward to your video clip on migraines. Yes, good job, honey. That is exactly what you need to do. Morales, you asked, hello, how much juice can I intake in a day? I've never really done it, and I'm a big girl. I'm scared. Don't be scared, okay? The first thing I want you to know is this is the fuel and the energy that your body was designed to use. So do not be scared. Let that fear go. So we can have fear. If you have fear and it is not like a safety issue, right? Understand that fear is just you stepping into the unknown. You're just nervous because you never stepped into the unknown. I'm nervous too. I'm not afraid. I'm nervous about how these next 40 days are going to roll out. Am I going to be able to get enough grape juice? I hope so. I have an email out to the regional director for sales for this company to see if I can become a distributor. So, and I called them and I spoke to the receptionist down at the factory and I asked her, what's your supply of grape juice? Like, do you have enough grapes to make enough grape juice for the year? And she assured me that they have enough grapes on order and on supply for a very robust 2020/2021 season for their juice until the next grape harvest comes in. So they have assured me that they're not going to run out. And I said, yeah, well, you don't know. I'm kind of doing this with a lot of people, so you might get a little rush of orders. So the amount of juice that you should drink in a day, I would start with a minimum of 4 liters and then see how your body is reacting. Listening to our body is one of the most important things that we need to do here. We need to pay attention. We need to listen to our body. And that means that if you are hungry or if you're feeling like you're not having enough inside of you, then it means that you need to drink more. That's all that means, right? Gel says Lauren Lockman has very good YouTube video on what is food in 2 parts, very informative, and will really get you thinking about what you put in your body. Awesome, I will look that up. Bears said starting at 267 pounds, extreme food addiction and overeater. Can't wait to see my transformation. Thank you for doing this with me. Bears, you're welcome. One of my beautiful clients, my first detox specialist clients, just hit the 199 mark, and she started off at 245. Her heaviest that she had been recently was 265 pounds. So you guys are right around the same mark. And Bears, if you scroll down after this video, if you scroll down on my Facebook profile, and I will have her testimonial on my website as well, therealjuicydetox.com, you'll see Danielle if you scroll down in my Facebook page, and she's got lots of before and after pictures. And if you're doing this and your weight is one of the things that you're healing within your body, I strongly recommend that you guys take before photos on your starting day. It's the hardest part about this detox, if you're doing this with one of the goals in mind, that you want to heal the weight issue, the excessive weight in your body. We're going to be talking about that as well on a later show, but you are going to hate taking those pictures, and then you're going to love the fact that you have them for your comparison. Okay, I strongly recommend it. Joan says, every time I eat or drink, I want to take a nap. What's wrong? What's up with that? What are you eating and what are you drinking? I don't know. So if you let me know, Joan, what is it that you're eating and that you want to take a nap? You know, taking a nap, feeling tired, feeling low energy is a detox symptom. Did you know that? You didn't know that, right? So that is your body telling you it's in the healing process. Go lie down, go have a nap, go sleep. Our body, when we are healing our body, guys, we want to pay attention and respect the fact that this is a lot of work we've damaged our bodies so much. We've damaged our bodies so much, and this is a lot of work that's involved to detoxify the body, to pull out all this crap that is stuck interstitially between every cell in our body, to clean out our intestines, to clean out that mucoid plaque, to regenerate the tissues, glands, and organs so that the system functions optimally. What do you think that takes? That takes a shit ton of, excuse my French, energy and effort in the body. That's why we do juicing. If you're doing smoothies, part of that energy that could be going to your healing is going to be diverted to and going into, all the energetic things that you do. It goes into the digestion of your fiber in the smoothies and in the eating food, the chewing food. And when we understand that, and then we have our juice, and then we feel tired, it's because your body needs to go. It's trying to heal. Listen to your body. Kat says, I did a detox a few years back in Thailand. 8 days, no chewing, with watermelon and pineapple juice, with supplement drops and natural stuff with naturopath, and my skin was amazing. I felt like $1,000,000. Yeah, Kat, the power of these fruits is second to none. Diane says, I haven't drank water since February 2019. Diane is hardcore on her juicing. She knows where the real benefit is in her food, and Diane is crushing it. Amazing. Cheryl says, I don't think I've ever met anyone quite like you, Berns. Oh, thank you. I love you. Thank you so much. You really pour your heart and soul into everyone's needs. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You're so welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you for seeing me. Sherry says, what can be done with the blood sugar spikes from drinking the juice? Your blood sugar, well, you can sip it. First of all, don't chug a whole big set of juice, because that's going to make you feel a little bit buzzed, quite frankly. That's a lot of energy that's rushing in. Remember, when you drink this juice, it starts to go into your bloodstream immediately through the lining in your mouth and then all through your digestive system. It doesn't require the digestive process that would happen if you were to eat the fruit whole. What you want to do if you're diabetic, you want to monitor your sugars, and you want to monitor and titrate down or reduce your dosage down of your insulin medicine, because drinking this kind of juice and drinking any fruit juice is going to stabilize and cause your blood sugar to return to normal very quickly. But what people don't do, that they don't realize, is that they don't also adjust down the insulin that they're taking, and their blood sugar naturally now is healed, is coming back into proper balance. Meanwhile, they're jacking up their sugar with the insulin and the medicine that they're putting in. So you might want to do that. I don't know if you're talking about a different type of scenario, but blood sugar metabolism, which is controlled by the pancreas, really, it really is a big factor for a lot of people. And if you are having the juice as recommended and you're sipping on it and you're watching your blood sugar medication and you're still having issues with that because you're very hypersensitive, because you're needing to heal that part of your body, then you might want to start with some vegetable juice. Then you might want to slowly start with some glucose. So vegetable juice sugar is actually called glucose. You might want to start with the simple sugar in vegetables, and then slowly start adding in and transitioning to the fruits. But the fact that anybody cannot metabolize the sugar in fruits means that they've got some serious work to do on their pancreas. You can do 2 types of juices. Tanya asked if can I do 2 types of juices? Absolutely. You can do grape juice one day, orange juice the next day, coconut water the next day. You can do, grape juice for the morning and coconut for the afternoon. You can do grape juice now and watermelon juice in an hour. All of that is totally fine and totally doable. Yay, Vicky is finally able to be here for a few minutes. Hi, Vicky. Oh my gosh. Vicky is one of my best friends. I met her at the Dr. Joe retreats, and I met her before that actually when I made her mind movie for her, for the Dr. Joe Advanced Meditation Retreat. And then I got to spend a lot of time with her and her beautiful hubby, Craig, at the resort in Cancun, and we talk all the time. And you guys have to check out her Instagram and her Facebook. She is Sister Golden Shop on Instagram, and oh my gosh, you should see what this beautiful angel does with flowers for making pictures and photographing them. Check out her artwork. She is thebomb.com. Amazing. Kat says, I like beets and carrot juice, so pretty much any juice as long as you don't chew, right? Sorry, Frenchie over here. Oh, Kat, you're so cute. Kat, I would not do beets or carrots because those are vegetables. You want fruits. Fruits hold the power to detoxify and regenerate the body, whereas vegetables are more along the lines of structure and rebuilding the structure. Right now, we're not rebuilding the structure. As far as I could tell, my structure is already built. I am going for detoxification. I am going for the detoxificating powers of fruits, melons, and berries. We are not doing fruit juices because that is not going to clean and restore your body anywhere near to what fruits will do. So I don't recommend beets and carrots. I don't juice any vegetables ever. I did my first 2 weeks, but to my, I'm just letting you know, I didn't know about the power of fruits until I found Dr. Morse. Thank God I found him 2 weeks into my journey, because it's not in the vegetables, people. It's not. You're not going to heal your cancer or your acidosis, which led to the cancer, which is just damaged cells. You're not going to do that with fruits. You're not going to do that with vegetables. You're only going to do that with fruits. So, Sherry says, when the blood sugar spikes, I've heard it's because there's too much stored fat in the blood. Well, I'm not on medication, but I am spiking a lot due to eating fruits. Could this be due to eating too much fats in the past? Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. What else are you eating when you eat fruits? Like, are you, Sherry, are you right now just eating fruits, or are you having other stuff, right? How are you measuring your sugar? Are you saying that you're spiking a lot, with the blood sugar spikes by your measurements? I would really need to sit down with you and have a chat with you and go over, some of your specifics, because, yeah, I'm back. What I miss? You missed everything, Alana. You missed everything. Where'd you go? You didn't. You. It's all on the replay. We were just chatting. We were just chatting. I think I did say something about. I did respond to your. Let me scroll back up here. Alana. Alana's back in the house. Where is your comment? And then that will jar my memory of what, because I did mention you, and I said, oh, she's going to get this on the replay. Right, here it is. Oh, where you said you're scared and excited. No, I was just saying I'm scared and excited too. If you weren't a little bit scared, I'd be a little bit concerned. Whenever we step into the unknown, whenever we start doing something that we really want to do, that we've never done before, that we don't know what the experience is going to be like, and we've heard all these varying things from, oh my God, healing crisis, and oh my God, I don't know if I can do it, and starving and cravings, and it could really mess with our heads, okay? What I want you to know is that you should be a little scared, because you're stepping into the unknown. If you weren't a little scared, I would say you're not really being really honest about how you feel about this. I'm excited, but I'm scared. Yeah, I'm scared. Can I really do this? Can I really pull it off? How is it going to feel in my body? Am I going to be able to find all the grape juice? Am I going to am I going to fall flat on my face in front of everybody? I have the same fears. Am I going to like it? Am I going to, I don't know. Big question mark, right? Big, scary, unknown. Is there a reason not to mix? Well, if you do a mono fast, meaning focusing only on one fruit, it is supposed to be more detoxifying and regenerating for the body. So that is a reason not to mix. And Dr. Morse also talks about not mixing melon juice with other juices. And then I have a chart that I will post, and I will post that. You know what? I'm going to post that on the website, The Real Juicy Detox, so that you guys can see. Now, I want the Real Juicy Detox website to be a resource for you guys who are doing this course, who are doing this classroom session with us as we go through these 40 days. And hopefully in 40 days, what we're going to come out with is a really deep understanding and deep experiential education about all of the processes that happen when we do a detox. The most important one that we're going to focus on is the physical aspect, the physical detoxification. But on the website, that's where I'm going to post up the different extra stuff, that the extracurricular kind of activities that we're going to be doing in terms of meditation, different resources and books to read, or YouTube videos to watch. There's some great ones that I always start my clients off with, whether they're life coaching clients or detox specialist clients or meditation clients. It's always the same. We always need to do the same spiritual foundation work, so that as we go through this process, we can address all of the things that come up, because it's not just the detox symptoms that come up, the physical ones. A lot of stuff comes up that touches on the emotional stuff, touches on, oh, you'll see. I have some really good stuff coming. Alana says, well, poop, I mix my melons into my apples. It's okay. You're okay. It's all good. I've mixed, watermelon, pineapple juice. I don't know if you guys saw some of those posts that I did back in the summer, and I thought that was like the cats freaking me out. And then I didn't realize, oops, not supposed to mix watermelon melons with other fruits, but there I was. It didn't kill me. It was fine. Your body is fine, and you're gonna be okay. But just in the future, if you can just stick with uh, keeping your juices for this cleanse, for this experiment into, seeing how much this can really feel, what this level of detox will feel like in your body and how it can change your life. Remember, this is just an experiment that we're doing. You're gonna find, I want to experience it, and I want to experience it together with you guys. So Cindy says you can do it. After the first week, it gets a lot easier. I even prepare a regular standard American diet or SAD diet for my family, and I've been raw for 5 years. I just tell myself that's not my food. Exactly. That's what you have to tell yourself. We've been getting our cats, our kittens, into a raw species specific diet for them as well. And I'm grinding up chicken parts and fish parts, and I just have to tell myself the same thing. This is their food. This is what they need, and I'm not going to get grossed out by it. Nor am I going to, Sometimes I open the can of salmon that we mix in with the food, and I'm like, that smells kind of like. That smells kind of. I can make a salmon salad out of that, real good. And then I remind myself, that's not your food. That's gross, Berns. Don't think like that. All right, Diane says, okay, gotta go for now. Thank you, Berns, for your inspiring video. You all have a wonderful, juicy rest of the day. Thank you so much, Diane. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Let me know on the replay. Let me know in the comments, and I'll watch it on the replay if you have any other questions that I may not have addressed here. And know that I will be back tomorrow at noon, again, Eastern Standard Time, for another class session for day 2 of 40 right here. I will also be uploading this right away to my YouTube channel, and that is where you can archive and you'll be able to see all of them in quick succession for day 0, which I posted from yesterday's video, right up until day 40. Tune in. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so grateful to all of you, and I will see you on social media, and I will see you on the next video. All right. I love you all.